Welcome back to 10-Minute Timeout, Season 2, Episode 3. I'm your host, E PeeZee, and today I am diving into the 2024-25 season for our beloved Philadelphia 76ers. The schedule is out, and let me tell you, there are some absolute must-watch games coming up, from our season opener against the Bucks to the much-anticipated Christmas game matchup with the Celtics. We've got a lot to cover. I'll talk NBA Cup, key road trips, and of course, how this team is shaping up for a potentially epic season. So grab a seat, turn up the value, and let's get into it. First off, October is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. This is a time to recognize the valuable contributions that individuals with disabilities make in the workplace. It's crucial for us to advocate for inclusive hiring practices, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to succeed. I encourage all of you to think about the ways you can support or promote inclusive hiring in your communities. If you know any organizations that are making a difference, share them with us. Now onto another significant topic. October is also National Bullying Prevention Month. Bullying can have such a severe impact on individuals, especially those with disabilities. It's so important that we create supportive environments where everyone feels safe and included. If you've experienced bullying and know somebody who has, remember that there are always resources and communities out there that can help. Let's take this time to promote kindness and understanding, not just in our schools, but everywhere we go. And if you're involved in any local initiatives or events, I'd love to hear about them. Let's inspire each other to take action. Now let's talk basketball. Let's dive into the Sixers' upcoming season with some key matchups that are sure to shape how this team starts their journey in a potential deep playoff run. First off, mark your calendars for October 23rd. The Sixers are opening the season at home against none other than the Milwaukee Bucks. This is going to be a major test right off the gate, especially with Joel Embiid leading the charge and all eyes on our new acquisitions like Paul George. It's the first home opener since 2020, and I don't think you could ask for a bigger stage to debut this refreshed roster. Before we get into the full schedule breakdown, let's talk about the season opener against the Milwaukee Bucks on October 23rd. This matchup is no joke. It's a heavyweight battle right out of the gate. The Bucks have added some serious firepower with Damian Lillard alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo. That duo alone is going to be tough to handle, but don't count the Sixers out. Paul George will be making his Sixers debut, and with Joel Embiid leading the charge, we're going to get the first look at what this ramped-up team can do against the top contenders in the East. If you think back in the past matchups, it's always a clash of the Titans with these two teams. Giannis and Embiid have had some incredible battles in the paint, and both teams are eyeing the top seed. The Sixers are looking to make a statement early, especially with some big expectations this season. So buckle up, because this opener could set the tone for the season. Without missing a beat, the NBA Cup tournament has really added a new layer of excitement to the season. This is the second season we're seeing this mid-season games. The Sixers are placed in East Group A, alongside teams like the New York Knicks, Orlando Magic, Brooklyn Nets, and the Charlotte Hornets. Each of these matchups has its own flair, but I'm especially excited about the first tournament game on November 12th against the Knicks. It's going to be exciting and electric, especially with the history between these two teams. And don't forget about the Nets, who had some pivotal moves this offseason. With re-signing Nick Claxton, Keon Johnson, and Trendon Wayford, they also added Bojan Bogdanovic, Killian Hayes, Shake Milton, and Zaire Williams. They lost Mikal Bridges to a New York Knicks blockbuster trade, and they also lost Lonnie Walker to the Celtics. The Orlando Magic are bringing a young, hungry team looking to make some noise and added some consistent veteran guards like Kentarius Caldwell-Pope, Corey Joseph. This core of young guns that they signed in the offseason are going to solidify this team and make them feel like they can get into the playoffs this season and stay there. We'll see what the Sixers have to say about that. While Charlotte seems to value youth over experience, they re-signed Miles Bridges and Seth Curry. They also added Taj Gibson, Josh Green, and Anton Watson. They lost Davis Barton, Reggie Jackson, Bryce McGowens, and Alexia Pokusakowski. Forgive me in the pronunciation, but it was a good thing because we picked up Reggie Jackson in the wave season. What's really cool about the NBA Cup is how it's bringing this playoff style intensity in the middle of the regular season. Fans are already buzzing, and there's this fresh energy in the arena. Plus, the NBA is doing something special with the court design, changing it from last year's design. Each team's court will have its own new, unique look, and that's an added whole new vibe to this games. It also feels like every tournament game is a little taste of what we may see come playoff time. The stakes are higher, and every win gets the Sixers closer to the NBA Cup. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this tournament shakes up the season and how our Sixers respond to the pressure. These massive matchups are no joke, but with this roster, anything is possible. So what do you think? Who are you most excited to see the Sixers face off against in this tournament? Let me know, and stay tuned as we follow the Sixers' journey in this brand new NBA Cup format. I can't wait to see how the team adapts to the stakes at this tournament. Could this be an early taste of the playoff level intensity? Then, you know what? Let's talk about this Christmas game. The Sixers will be playing their holiday showdown against the Boston Celtics. That's right, folks. December 25th in Boston. It's almost like the NBA is giving us a gift by putting us two Eastern Conference powerhouses together for Christmas. This rivalry always brings the heat, and this year is no different. What's cooking for both teams this offseason? The Celtics, coming off their championship win, are sticking with their core. They didn't feel the need to shake up things too much. Why mess up the success, you know? Their star duo, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, is still intact, and they've added some solid depth pieces to keep that championship momentum rolling. It's like they're saying, we've got this formula, let's keep it going. On the flip side, the Sixers are all about action. We've made some strategic moves, and not just complete now, but also build for the future. With signings aimed at strengthening the lineup, the Sixers are gearing up to the challenge. The Sixers head on. They're bringing in players who can make an immediate impact, which is crucial after the disappointing first round exit against the Knicks. This Christmas matchup is going to be electric. The Celtics are riding high on their success, but the Sixers are hungry for redemption. It's that spicy blend of ambition and rivalry that makes this game a must-watch. So mark your calendars. This isn't just another game. It's a statement opportunity for the Sixers. Can they turn last year's heartbreak into momentum and take down their reigning champs? I can't wait to see how this unfolds. And don't sleep on these West Coast road trips. November and December have us playing tough games against teams like the Lakers and Clippers. It will be a real test of endurance and teamwork as they log some serious travel miles. Now let's change directions and dive into something exciting. The Philadelphia 76ers will have a pivotal stretch this season, and it's going to be a real test for the team. First off, let's look at the matchups. They'll be facing tough teams, starting with the Golden State Warriors. How do you think Stephen Curry will perform without Klay Thompson now that he's with the Dallas Mavericks? Curry is always a scoring threat, but without Thompson, he might face some defensive pressure. The Sixers will need to focus on limiting his three-point opportunities. He averaged over 30 points per game last season. Next up, let's talk about how the Sixers can manage their players' rest of the road trip. With the intensity of the schedule, will they enlist two-way players like Edwards and Jared McCain to help fill in the gaps? Having fresh legs can be crucial, especially in back-to-back games. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Nick Nurse takes advantage of the depth this year. Also, we need to highlight players who must step up. I'm looking at Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, both of whom need to be at their best. Embiid averages nearly 30 points and 11 rebounds last season, and he'll have to assert himself against bigs like DeAndre. This trip is a perfect opportunity for the new signings like Paul George and Gershon Yabusele to establish chemistry with a largely revamped squad. They need to establish some quick connections, especially since they'll be playing together in hostile environments. Let's not forget about their fans. It's always inspiring to see how the Sixers are supporting the team on the road. If you're planning on catching a game or have stories of the past West Coast trips, definitely share them with me. I'd be happy to hear them and share them with the rest of the drill squad. Looking back, remember this epic game in 2019 when the Sixers took down the Lakers? The Sixers were really in their groove, showcasing incredible teamwork and energy. Joel Embiid dominated the paint, finishing with a double-double. He had 28 points and 12 rebounds. His ability to control the game on both ends was a sight to behold. One of the standout moments was this clutch three-pointer from Mike Scott in the closing minutes. That shot ignited the crowd and really highlighted how the team could step up when it mattered most. The bench was so electric, providing the support and energy that fueled the team's momentum. The game wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The Sixers showed that they could compete with the best, and that victory gave fans hope for the playoffs. It was one of those nights where everything clicked, and it's moments like that that we need to see more of as we head into this new season. So, as we gear up for this challenging stretch, let's rally behind our Sixers and see how they navigate these matchups. It's going to be a wild ride, Joel Squad. Plus, with 27 nationally televised games, this team is getting the kind of exposure it deserves. So no excuses, Drill Squad. Plenty of opportunities to catch them in action, whether you're at the Wells Fargo game or tuning in from home. This season is packed with high energy matchups, and I can't wait to see how this team comes together. We are so excited about this. Drop the thoughts that you have about this upcoming season, and let's keep this conversation going. All right, Drill Squad, that's a wrap on today's episode of 10-Minute Timeout. We've covered some exciting matchups, broken down the NBA Cup, and looked at key moments in the schedule that could define this season. I want to hear from you. What games are you most hyped up for? Drop me a comment, shoot me a message. Don't forget to tune in next time as we dive even deeper into the Sixers' journey this season. As always, stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep bleeding blue and red. Hey Sixers fans, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that button so you can always hear when I'm coming up with another episode. And I'll see you soon. E PeeZee out.